What is up, Foundation? Today we have the DX Ghost Ridewatch and the Ridewatch holder, wristwatch, wristy-do. Here's the box. You've seen these 100 times if you've seen any of Zio or just a picture of him. There he is wearing one. Both he and Gates have one on each of their arms and hold several watches. In the first few episodes, they had a couple blank watches because they didn't collect that many yet. So here it is. And we'll take a look at it first before we check out the Ghost Ride watch by itself. Pretty simple. Make sure it's not upside down. It does fit. I'm a 32-year-old, basic size male. Fits on my wrist. Like, I can close these up. Close them the loosest just so I can get it back off quick. I wore this to a convention this past weekend, and so I put this one on its loosest, put it up my wrist, and then this I put it, I think, at the 3 or 4th in. And it stayed it stayed on fine. It wasn't uncomfortable. It looked big and doofy, but that's everything that I wear when I wear this stuff, right? So it's really something that you gotta feel the release on these things. So what you do with the watches, you take your watch, you see that little backing part, you literally just shove it in. Fits right in. Stable. Like, again, walking around a convention, no problems. This will twist, especially on like the Gem watch because it's super loose, because it's not DX. But in here, does not come out. How you get it out? You turn, and you just kind of pull. So I'll zoom out a little bit. And so it did, hard to demonstrate, obviously, but when you feel it, it's actually a very nice connection that puts it all together. So now we'll get a little behind the scenes as I slide the trash can in. That is the base for the belt. Get our belt activated. Slide it on this thing. It's upside down, of course. Belt connectors are just like a USB. Whichever way you put it in the first time is the right way, but it doesn't fit until you do it the third time. For those who don't know, I do use, I think this is Build's belt, but pretty much any DX belt since Double has a pretty standardized connector to get onto the belt. So for like my wearing around, for example, I only wear one belt, and it's actually the Zio belt currently. Just pop this down. Oh, that's what I need. Pardon me. Isn't this fun? A little behind the scenes. But yeah, so the one that I wear, for anyone curious, I just have some shoestring that I knot the heck out of. At the end, it's a little, string it in there however you can, feel, secured. And then I actually use the Zio buckles. And then I think probably I don't know which driver that's from. But it was the most plain colored one that would just kind of go with everything. I feel like I have my camera on the wrong spot. because the belt just seems way lower than normal. So what we're gonna do, a nice zoom in to not give too much behind the scenes. A little behind the scenes work, but that is the fun of seeing how this stuff is done. It's the same thing I say about my panels and everything. It brings me joy to show you how to do this. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but if I can help somebody to make their own creative content, then mazel tov. But anyway, now we got the ZQ driver. Let's turn it back on. Cut our front lights, because our gimmicks do have lights today. But of course, first, let's tension into Zio. Lovely. So yes, and then we have the ghost watch that comes with the holder. I really like the design of the dark eyes. But it's like, because that's Ghost's eyes, it's his like skin essentially for the helmet that illuminates, not his eyes. But that's not how the watches work. But anyway, let's get him henching. Very nice. You got the orange text. 2015 is when Ghosty came out. You know, following along with the other watches that we've seen, they use some of the sound effects from the original belt, which I adore that. I think that's a lot of fun. Let's get our finisher. So you get the Omega time break, just as the Omega was the finisher attack for all of Ghost's icons. So that's you know, those are the sounds. I really like the voice on Ghosts. He seems almost more excited to be doing Ghost. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But let's see him with Gates before we go. Just jump right into it. So you see it turns it all to orange. And of course, a lot of fun because this is actually Gates' initial form, really, because as soon as his first henshin indicates, he immediately puts on the Ghost Watch. Alright, Gates didn't want to cooperate. Now we'll never know. Dang nabbit Gates. Alright, see you next time, where we might have some lords.